You can make great viral content that doesn't relate to the brand, that doesn't help the brand, it doesn't serve them in any way. That's easy. What you need to do is really nail the position for the brand and then what kind of content they're going to create. And then, once they're telling the story they want to tell, and ideally they tell that story in a few different ways, because one of the great things about the web is there's no limit on space. They can do 5 or 10 or 20 different posts with us. Then they look at social lift and which versions are getting the most sharing and what's really working. And then the best brands will continue to make new content based on seeing what's worked on the past. And what we found is the brands that work with us for longer periods of time start to get higher and higher social lift through time because they're learning as they use the platform. And really they care a lot about how many people are they reaching and how much engagement they have and how much earned media are they getting for the paid media. And increasingly brands are asking for earned media in their programs so that the paid media is converting into earned media. And it's something that is hard to guarantee, but we deliver on every campaign that we do.
So what's next for BuzzFeed?
This is the last question. I have 3 seconds.
This is the last question.
We're really focused on building a media company for the social age. So that means creating great entertaining content that people love to share, doing great reporting that can spread on Twitter and Facebook, and great branded content. And when you look at all of the media companies that were built over the last 100 years, they're these massive, profitable, great companies. And when you look at people building web companies, media companies on the web, they tend to be small, they tend to not reach scale, they tended to sell early without ever reaching their full potential. And so for me, the most exciting thing is that I think social is going to open up the opportunity to make big, great media companies, and we want to be one of them. I think there'll be a bunch of them. I think that when you look at the focus on technology that particularly Silicon Valley has, I have a tech background, I love technology, we're a tech-enabled company, we built the tech platform before we had editorial, really ramped up. So I believe in tech, but I think that the railroad tracks have been built out with Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all of these services. And the question now, in the next sort of 10 years, is what are people going to share across those tracks? What trains are going to go on those tracks? It's cool, like we can do selfie portraits, and those are cool. You can take pictures of your dogs and your cats, and those are cool. Personal media is great, but there's going to be reporting. There's going to be great entertaining content made by professionals, and it feels like we're getting to the opportunity of the networks are built out. What are we going to share on the network? What's worth sharing? And developing expertise and on that feels like a big opportunity. So that's really what we're focused on for the long term.
Well, thank you again for coming.
Thank you.